morning, everybody. Whether you're on the East Coast, West Coast, or around the world, this is Coast to Coast. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Another day in paradise.
There you go.
Ready for vacation to begin. Kind of.
Yep. I'm with you there. Ready for some sun. That is
when do you leave?
I leave Friday morning. So my flight takes off at 9 a.m. Pacific. So I'll be, at the airport about when this show would kick off.
Yeah, well, tomorrow we won't have a show because everybody will be watching high school football.
Oh, well, I don't leave tomorrow. I leave Friday.
Oh, yeah, I'll be at tailgating because we actually have a game against the Bears, which I'm sure my man over there is going to want me to win.
That's right.
What's happening, James?
What's going on? Good morning, gentlemen.
No secret there. What's up, James?
What's up, man? And I'm pretty good this morning.
So what's everybody got going for Thanksgiving? What do you guys got on the docket?
Normal food and football.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be in a food coma or anything like that, but I definitely will will enjoy football for sure.
I may take a foray into cooking my first turkey.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Gonna do it in the fryer. We're gonna get a news story about Dolan's burning down, or what are we doing?
No, I'm not a fry guy. I don't like the fry stuff, so I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Bake it. Like I'm gonna put all that butter in there. Like I watched all these other cooks do all this other stuff. So I'm going to take all of what I've learned from every one of those cooks. And then, I don't know if you guys follow this guy. I follow this guy, Ara Hungry. He's the one that says, don't F it up. He's like, yeah, I'm going to show you how to cook this. Don't F it up. You know what I mean? And it's, then he tells you how to cook it. He kind of yells at you while you're cooking. It's kind of funny watching him do that. So I watched him do a couple of different turkeys. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to, everybody else's, I'm like going to take all of that and then I'm going to listen to what he's got to say and then kind of do what he says.
And you're not going to F it up.
I always like the people that they're trying to do like the grilling tutorial, right? And they're like, I throw it down on the grill, and then you see him pull off some burn stuff. It's like, I wish you could learn how to pick it back up because, man, it's charcoal.
And it's not scratch cock, it's spatchcock, isn't it? It's SB, where you break it, where you break the back. You got to cut the back out, and then you got to break the breast and make it flat. And yeah, I think that's spatch, SB. Not SC, like scratch. Yeah, I don't want to scratch.
Yeah, we don't want to. Right, exactly.
That whole word is bad.
Pretty sure they got a powder for that.
Tough acting to acting. Yes,
exactly.
Let's start off our Wednesday like this. Yes,
hey, let's go.
Hey! It started off. There's been times that it has been much worse.
That is true.
Yes, we are one of those guys that some of these times that we do not, we don't keep on sports topic.
And that's me right there. Is I actually don't enjoy turkey, so I don't. I've never cooked one.
You figure Joe, who is so against everything anyways, is going to be against turkey. You know what I mean? I get it, Joe. I understand. He don't like wine. He's from Italy. He's Italian. He don't like wine. He don't like turkey. It's.
I mean, I don't like turkey. So.
Hey, I'm from Louisiana. We eat turducken down there. It's some good stuff. It's some good stuff.
Yeah. Now, I usually like if I'm gonna make something, I'll make a ribeye.
There ain't nothing wrong with steak.
Yep.
You can't ever go wrong with steak.
That is for sure. Okay, so might as well talk about sports, right?
Exactly, a little bit at least.
Maybe.
So, is the Geno experiment for the Raiders done? At this point, he's flipping the fans off, leaving the stadium, refusing to high five any of them walking in, even though all the players around him are doing it. Has his attitude got him to a spot where they're going to usher him out of town?
I don't know. I mean, that offense is just putrid. That offensive line. I mean, I probably will be a little disgruntled as well. Obviously you're the quarterback. You take all the blame. You take all the glory as well when you're winning. But if you're losing, you're taking the blame as well. And he hadn't helped himself throwing 13 picks. Is he the most in the league? I think. Yeah,
I think he's actually tied with Darnold. I think it's 14.
Yeah. So I mean, with that said, it's just not a good season. I mean, obviously you saw he could play when he was in Seattle. If you put a decent offensive line around him and some weapons, he can actually play football. He was highly touted coming out of West Virginia. Didn't get drafted so well. He got drafted in the second round. Didn't do well with the Giants, but he revitalized his career when he got to Seattle. It's just the Raiders, man. I think that's just the problem. And that offensive line. And he's older now too. He's 35. I'm not saying that you can't be a Matt Stafford and play well, but Matt's got a really good system around him. This is pretty bad. So I don't know. Maybe the best thing for him is to leave.
I think the whole Vegas experiment is done.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle.
Starting with the owner and his barber, everything down from there. It all starts with that haircut.
The Chucky cut.
I'm dead serious about that.
It is.
It's like somebody who saves his pennies by cutting his own hair is not going to be the one that runs a franchise. And that's just basic. It's just basic right there. It's like, hey, listen, you know what? If you are so worried about the fact that you don't want to go to somebody else to get your hair cut, then you've got a problem trying to deal with 200 people in your staff.
I mean, he has to think it looks fine. Like, there's no way you deliberately do that to yourself for 30 years, right? Like, at some point, you have to think it looks okay to keep doing it.
Well,
I mean, he kind of looks like a cross between the Mad character and Chucky.
Oh, no, I'm not saying it does look good. I'm saying he has to think it does. Let's not get it twisted. That is not what I'm saying.
Listen, I don't know that. I don't even know that it's a matter of that. I think it's more a matter of it's either he's doing it to save money because that's been ingrained in his brain, or he's afraid of barbers. Either or, that's a problem. And why does this deal with football? Why does being afraid of a barber have to deal with football? Because if you have the fear of somebody who you are paying to just fix you looking like an idiot, then you aren't going to trust anybody beyond that. The people he's got around, like he's got this coach, right? You guys know him pretty well. And that coach has got what? 3 relatives with him working on that staff. And then they chose to fire Chip Kelly. Are you kidding me? Like, are you out of your mind? This team blows ass, and you blamed it all on the one guy. Hey, listen, I don't mind. I got no love for Chip Kelly.
I know you don't.
But you got to be out of your mind to think that that's okay. You've got 3 kids working for you in this organization. You got an owner who obviously doesn't care You know, his father was just win, baby. His is like, hey, how's my hair? You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. Like I don't know what he's doing. And then you got
Just-
Tom Brady who decided to buy into this a little bit and just watching from the sidelines going, well, what am I going to do here? I can't do a damn thing because I'm too busy making a lot of money analyzing games and talking about games. So he can't really have any part of the organization
No,
and do what
it's
he's
an
doing.
investment anyway. So even in a losing effort, the Raiders still make money.
Mhm.
mean-
But then they're in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's the hot spot for every team every away team to go. That's all. That's marked on the calendar. We're going to Vegas, baby, Vegas. You know what I mean?
We're
That's
gonna lose this game because we're going to stay out all night.
so, and now it's easy. Now you know you're going there for almost like a guaranteed win. If you lose, you're going to lose a lot because everybody's going there and betting their mortgages on their team, and good for them because they win most of the time.
So what?
So- Ridiculous to me. It's just ridiculous.
What do you think of the Chip Kelly fire? Like for me, I don't know how he got another job in the NFL anyway. You know, I know
Right.
Hags probably has a specific disdain for the guy since he went in and obliterated your team. But I mean, even when he went back to college, right? He didn't look particularly good at UCLA. Right. He had his good run with Oregon, and then that's it. Like he hasn't been good since.
Mhm.
Well, I mean,
And a weird personality fit with Carroll.
yeah,
That was a good hire.
I didn't understand that, but I also thought that nobody else wants to go work for Carroll. I think that's
Could
part
be
of the problem.
possible.
That's
Mhm.
why he's got 3 kids or 2 kids and a nephew working for him. Because I think that he's jumped the shark, which is a great saying to use here because that saying jumped the shark, you know, a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like this whole organization has jumped the shark. Like they just don't do anything right. You might as well call them the Las Vegas Jets. You know, it's I don't know what else to say. It's just so ridiculous. But what do I know? I'm just a fan.
So, Brad, to answer your question here, Pickens, he is limited in practice, but he is practicing. So,
I think I just saw something that he was going to play.
yeah, I think he's still technically listed as just day to day, but he is limited in practice, which is encouraging. So, there is that. Yeah, I don't know if it's Chip doesn't have a personality. It's just the one that he has. People don't particularly like.
Listen, so here's what Chip is. Here's Chip Kelly. He is the smartest person in the room and tells you.
Yeah.
And listen, if you're going to be that guy, you better win a tremendous amount.
Yeah.
In Oregon, he was doing wonderful until the NCAA said, we think you're doing some weirdo stuff over there. And he was. And all of a sudden he went from, nah, I'm not going to take this Eagles job to, oh, that Eagles job looks great. And then his ideas were novel for the first year.
Sure. The roster manipulation was interesting, but
Well, you know, I mean, you got to go by
on this team. Yeah, you're out of here.
Hey, listen, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have won a Super Bowl 2 years after he was gone.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You can look
there's
at
a
it
lot of
positively
things-
like that.
So this would be hilarious. Like if there was ever a just funny storyline, would be if somehow Gruden, his coaching return to the NFL ended up being the Raiders anyway. That would be really funny. It won't happen, but it would be really funny. I do think at some point he finds his way back if he wants to, but it won't be with the Raiders. But man, that would be amazing.
Well, we talked about this the other day. I think he may go to college. Florida, Miami. I think more Miami.
Would the NFL even let him back?
So the NFL, well, listen, the NFL would let him back, but he would have to drop suit. And I don't think that's happening.
Right.
Well, no, because he's going to win.
Exactly. That's what if he wins, I don't think they let him back in.
No, probably not. But I mean, he's going to get the money that they cost him.
For sure. Without a doubt.
That 10-year, $100 million contract, they're going to pay him that. Like, and the
which
funny
is
thing,
nothing.
really looks like he doesn't care necessarily about the money. It looks like he wants to barbecue the league a little bit, and I'm here for it. I think that'll be pretty funny.
Absolutely, because it's not only it opened the door to what he said in emails, but it's going to open the door to a lot of other things that are being said. So how do you it's so hypocritical of the league to just say that this guy did this, and who leaked those emails? Come on, somebody purposely leaked them that didn't like him, of course,
well,
but.
Especially when you think of
the Washington owner.
Well,
the asshole that they got rid of.
The investigation was about him, right? So somehow none of his are released. Come on, right?
Right.
Everybody got to see the shady stuff he was doing in real time, pimping out cheerleaders and stuff. You mean to tell me that all of his emails were squeaky clean? Like, you are out of your mind.
Listen, here's what's going to wind up happening. The reason why they are not leaking any of these emails is because a lot of them are sexist, racist, anti-Semitic. Across the board.
I bet
you're going to hear a lot of that.
I bet Goodell is in that mix somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, because those emails are going to NFL executives. Come on.
Well, not only that, listen, I mean, Goodell, it's funny. I love Goodell. I know that he gets booed every time he goes on stage and whatever. But if I needed somebody to hide the bodies that I needed buried, he's the one I want to go to.
No, you're not wrong.
No.
He's the absolute perfect guy for the job. And I'll tell you, when you talk to him and you actually talk to him for a few minutes, he's an asshole. But he's a cool guy to talk to, asshole. Like you know what you're getting.
Well, so he's good at what he does. See,
absolutely.
That's the thing, is people don't like him for whatever reason, but if you're looking at it from the ownership standpoint, where his job is to make this league money, that's what that dude does. He protects the shield and creates an insane amount of cash. Like, they have a printing press downstairs. They just fabricate the stuff. So whether you like him as a fan or not, as the owners, you're like, yeah, that's our dude. Like, he hides everything. He found ways to find guys for everything. And we generate more money every year like clockwork.
That's why he gets the company jet in perpetuity.
Yep.
Anytime he wants it, he gets to go somewhere, And like I said, I've spoken to him a number of times. It's
exactly.
I tell you, and it's always a funny conversation between him and I. Like, it's always like we always both are laughing at each other because he's like the first time I actually ever had a conversation with him. I'm like, hey, Roger, it's a great show. We're talking at the draft, like day 2 of the draft. He's like, do you ever take that shit off your face? I'm like, yeah, Roger, it messes up the pillowcases. And he gets the joke, you know what I mean? It's like it's funny, but it was like just for him to say that to me, just the way he said it, just like that, was like just amazing. You know what I mean? And I go up to him like, yo, Raj, I need to borrow the company jet for a minute. Like, when I'm talking, he's got a crowd of people around him. He's got like 2, officers, whatever they are, with the things in their ears, making sure that he's well protected. He got everybody going up to him, and I'm going up to take a picture with him, asking him to borrow the company jet. That's funny. He gets that joke. So the fact that he knows me because he sees me all over the friggin' place. So there's no way he can't. But those are the things, like, I don't want to kiss his ass. He gets his ass kissed all the time. I want to fuck with him because he likes to be fucked with. He's a smart dude. He is a lawyer who makes hundreds of millions of dollars a year because the last time I checked, the NFL is a not-for-profit organization, which
So
means if
that-
they're turning a profit, he gets the bonus.
So that did change. The government made them change that back in 2015. So they
So-
are a for-profit company now, which, because they make billions of dollars a year. I don't know how they were justifying they were a nonprofit as long as they did. Like, oh, we don't make any profit. Don't worry about these bags of money we have. Like,
Well, when the lawyers were, running something, they know all the loopholes.
Yeah.
for
So
sure,
there you go.
you can still make it look like you didn't make any money. Like that's what the
Mhm.
tax laws are written for. But hard to say that you're not a for-profit company when you're, even with all the loopholes, you're clearing billions of dollars.
And you
Yeah,
notice,
sure enough.
I don't know if anybody noticed, but all of the talk about the tush push is gone now.
Yeah.
As I knew it would be. We can't do anything about it. Stop talking about it. That's what he finally said. He's like, listen, it ain't going away. It would take too much because now you're watching everybody else. It's not the tush push anymore. That's the big deal. It's the pushing at the end of the play when you got the scrum. And now all that would stop. Can't
Well,
stop that now because it helps get too many first downs.
And you're finally seeing teams adjust that don't have a quarterback that can do it. They throw a tight end in.
Right.
Easy enough, right? So plus you're seeing the success rate of it start to drop. People are figuring out how to slow it down. So now it's not the slam dunk that it's been. It's okay, yeah, it's got like a 60% success rate. Well, so did a QB sneak. So it's which is all it is anyway. You're just getting a little help. But I mean, you watched Brady win at a QB sneak his whole career.
Yep.
So Dan Campbell was the one that said, "Hey, if you want to stop it, you got to learn how to stop it."
Yeah.
I think he was pretty effective at that against Philadelphia.
He was.
Yeah, he was pretty effective at winning, stopping that.
The only legitimate argument that I've even heard against it was the inability to officiate it correctly. And you are starting to see them get those, false starts a little more accurately now. So, I mean, that's the biggest thing is if they weren't ever calling false starts, because there were a ton of them, that's a problem. But if you can get it officiated correct, then yeah, who cares?
Yep.
Yeah, Joe. Guess what, Joe? There's a reason why you don't play football and we don't listen to half of what you say. Go figure out what to have for Thanksgiving that you guys don't even celebrate over there.
He
All right.
said he's having pizza. He said he's having pizza. I like that Joe's got you spun up already today.
He's Italian and he doesn't like wine. I mean, that says enough.
And yeah, there has been a lot more false starts. They are getting better at officiating it. The other teams are learning how to defend it better. So
I mean that's the whole point of the situation. Like I said, it's just if you want to stop it, you got to learn how to stop it. That's all there is to it. It's football. But then the next thing is we're going to take stuff out of football because we can't stop it. Well, figure it out.
Dustin's taking the Seahawks this week. The thing is, Dustin, is that we have decided that next week we are taking the week off.
Yep.
So, just to let everybody know, we'll might as well announce this right now. The beginning of the week, I have a lot of charity things that I have to do during the day. And Bo is going to be on the sandy beaches of Mexico fighting the cartel. So we're not going to have the time to really do a show, which means that I'm not going to pay attention to anybody who's going to put in their picks. So,
I mean, it was already done anyway. we were just going we were going to go. So, but yeah, nope, I'm going to have toes in the sand. So, yep, ready to get out of the 40 degrees and raining.
Yeah. So next week we're going to have a week off. We will be back the following week. I think it's December 8th or 9th.
Yeah, 8th. Yeah.
If you are watching on my YouTube, though, I'm going to have in its place some of the interviews that I've done over the last couple of years. So there.
And in my place, I'm going to probably forget.
I'm gonna do it before I leave. I'm just gonna pre-schedule them. Like I'm not thinking I'm gonna remember to do something at 7 a.m. in Mexico.
You probably won't be in a condition to be remembering stuff at 7 a.m. in
No,
Mexico.
the thing that's funny is it doesn't matter where I go or what time zone I'm in. My body just wakes me up at 4. Which
Damn.
even if I'm out drinking, worst case example of this. I was in Vegas for a bachelor party. As you can imagine, we did a fair amount of drinking, right? We made it back to the hotel at 5 a.m. and I woke up and was like awake at 6 because my body's like, no, it's not my fault. You went to bed late. We're up. Mm-hmm. So it actually kind of sucks, but on the plus side, I haven't set an alarm in 30 years. So, I guess there's that.
And Donna, because as I just mentioned, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, I have a number of charity events that I'm doing during the day.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes it really tough for me to do a show and a charity event at the same time.
And of course, these two guys do have normal lives. They just happen to be off this week. So we don't actually get to steal them for this show. So there is that.
Yeah, jobs messed that up a lot. No.
Yeah, jobs are dumb.
Yeah.
Always get in the way.
Just like you, Donna, sometimes you have to work, like when you missed me saying that.
Yeah, we don't have the budget to make them an hour late to work.
Hey, listen though, but if you give us stars on Facebook or make sure that you share this out to everybody, like millions of people, we'll start making some money.
Yeah,
and if we start making money, we will be able to afford maybe having them come here, or at least pre-record at a time so that you guys would actually feel like we're here.
I mean, similar to the Ayuk situation, if you were giving me money, I would show up. Like it happens. Like
oh my goodness.
Yeah, the thing that's funny though is shirt sales is very little money. Like you have to sell so many shirts to make anything. So yeah, definitely share it
around
out.
Minnesota are indicating that if Darnold blasts the Vikings, O'Connell could get fired.
The thing that doesn't make any sense about that is you guys talk about how much of a quarterback whisperer he is and all of this nonsense over the last few years. Well, you can't figure this one out? Like you got the rocket scientist make some throws. You can't figure your guy? Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, you can only, I don't know. I think he's a very good quarterback coach, but at the same time, you're not going to hit with everything. Sometimes you just can't teach stuff.
And that tells me that you have to have something to work with, and it tells me that JJ McCarthy is probably a little bit overrated in regards to being drafted in the first round.
Oh, of course. I mean, he didn't have to do anything with Michigan. He had to make a couple of plays a game. It was a heavy running team with a great defense. He didn't have to be special more than a couple times during the season. I didn't expect him to be awesome. I didn't expect him to put up 150 yards a game, but I thought he'd be a little bit better than that with all the weapons that are around him. But yeah, I mean, I didn't expect him to be, I think most quarterbacks at this point are kind of overdrafted. If you're a first round pick, there's not as many first round picks as get picked in the first round.
I agree.
I'm going to say this. I'll tell you this. If I traded Cam Ward for JJ McCarthy and put him with Minnesota, I bet you Cam Ward would take advantage of every bit of what those guys are doing, more so than what JJ McCarthy is doing.
Yeah, I think you could say the same thing with the Bears. I think he would run that offense better than Williams does also. So, I mean, Cam Ward is just a better prospect than either one of those guys were.
Makes me wonder if, obviously Wentz got hurt. Wentz was playing better than McCarthy was, though. I know that Wentz wasn't like lighting the world on fire. But imagine if Jameis Winston was a Viking.
Yeah, he'd put up a lot of points and still lose because he'd throw it to the other team a lot.
Well, yeah, but you know what? It's even that, though. I mean, the Vikings have an okay defense. Not a great defense, but an okay defense. Mm-hmm. And what's he going to have? 13 interceptions? That's the most in the league at the moment? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they score on half of those, I'd be willing to bet that he would score more than that.
I say so too, because I say it'd be more so attributed to what the coach can do with Jameis Winston. I mean, you saw what he did with Sam Darnold. You saw what he did with. I
ain't saying Winston is great there, Yinzer. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that the Vikings, he would get a couple more wins with the Vikings. What is it today? Is it because it's the day before Thanksgiving? Everybody started hitting the nip a little early and they got shit in their ears so they can't hear nothing? Is that what's going on today?
I like that you just immediately went to the Chris Tucker. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? Man.
Robbie's my guy. He thinks everybody's ass.
Yes. In fact, if you watch at 3 p.m. Pacific today, it's our professional sports show. 3 of us are on that one also. So
he's also a Pittsburgh fan too, Pag. So
that's I get it. Yeah. He's already crying because they're not even going to go 500 this year.
He knows that. He rags on them all the time too. Pittsburgh. He says they suck.
What's surprising about that team is how bad the defense has been, being the most expensive defense in the league.
Mm-hmm.
That is probably the biggest surprise about that team.
The Steelers?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
They should have traded J.J. Watt when they had the chance. They could have traded him, got a whole bunch of picks. But nope, they went all in. So does Rodgers retire after this year? Or does he go to Minnesota?
Possibly. I think he wants to try to get one before he gets out. I don't think this will be unceremonious. The way the team's playing right now. That was supposed to be a better team, but they didn't do much with the wide receivers. If you got a quarterback like that, he's aging. You got to have weapons around him. And DK Metcalf's got like 551 yards, and he's the only one-trick pony there. Obviously, you know what he is, Bo. Yeah. And so there's nothing else. There's no one else around him. And that's the problem.
Like if he went to the Vikings and finished that Brett Favre arc, it'd be awesome.
Next thing you know, he'd be showing himself to cheerleaders and robbing from just robbing from the poor, and stuff like that. It's
oh my goodness, he's following the same footsteps as Brett Favre. Is that what we're saying here?
The Vikings would be excited about it though, because they were pretty close to going to a Super Bowl if it wasn't for Favre being Favre, right? Like,
appreciate you, Favre. Thank you.
So, Pags, is Dolan's doing anything tonight for Thanksgiving Eve? It's funny that you ask that because tonight we have Hollis Tank Thomas DJing for Thanksgiving Eve. So if you want to come watch a defensive lineman, an ex-defensive lineman, go behind a small little desk and DJ, Dolan's is your place. He's actually a really good DJ, by the way.
I'm good. Actually, is he pretty good? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, 90s hip hop. Hollis is the man. Hollis is my boy. So, but I busted balls all day today. I guess I got somebody pissed in my Cheerios or something. So I'm busting everybody's balls. Nobody is safe today.
Give it to him, Pags. Give him the business.
Speaking on JJ McCarthy, he probably won't be playing this game against Seattle. Max Brosmer is.
Yes,
I think Max Brosmer is the guy that they should be going to. Period. I didn't like really, because he played for the University of Minnesota. So
no, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at Donna calling Pags gay. But yeah, no, I think you're right. Right, like I think he comes in, has a decent day. I think he's their version of Bagent.
Mm-hmm. Someone's still bitter over us. There's the piss and the Cheerios right there.
Oh no, I am so far beyond that.
One game at a time, right?
Yeah, I had to do my speech yesterday. So after I got off the show, I got painted up and I went down to Delaware to do my speech. And like I said, when I wrote this one, it was like, hey, listen, it's got to be 100% fire the entire time. It's like this isn't something that we like, hey, we lost and we try to like poo-poo past it. No, we lost. We lost focus, we lost our discipline, we lost the game. End of story. There's that bang, bang, bang. When you do that, you're going to lose. End of story. Got to have a short memory because guess who's coming to town? The Bears. You know what I mean? Who think that they are actually pretty good. So it's like
the record's the record, right?
And listen, if you've been watching the internet, the Eagles and the Bears have this collaboration going on, whatever it is that they said that we were in each other's
DMs.
Yeah, like it's just like that. We're helping each other. That the Bears beat everybody in the NFC East, and we beat everybody in the NFC North. So we took care of each other's business, and that this game will then determine the rest of
that business. That business venture is about to end right here on Friday. And then the Bears will go back to being the Bears.
Goofy nonsense.
I mean, that's what you need.
Yeah, I think that the Bears are. The Bears have been lucky. They have coached themselves to wins at the end of games.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's literally they are 5-0, 6-0 in one score games.
Mm-hmm.
That's coaching. That's all coaching.
Yeah.
And Detroit, you should know about this. It's because ultimately he was your coach. He was your offensive coordinator, wasn't he?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you know exactly what this is all about.
Ryan looks bummed out. He's like,
I'm not bummed out at all because I know who Chicago is. That's the point. So that's what you know who all your teams are in the NFC East. I know all the teams in the NFC North, so I know who Chicago really is. But watch Chicago. They're not going to win a single game except for one, and that'll be against Cleveland in their next 5-6 games because they're going to lose twice to Green Bay because Green Bay always beats them. And they're going to lose to Philadelphia. They're going to go to San Francisco, get beat. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, and what we have them.
I don't know if they're going to lose twice to Green Bay. Yeah, they're a little better than they were last year. But I would say that they're going to lose this game against the Eagles, though, for sure. I think the Eagles bounce back. I think the secondary for the Chicago Bears is a little suspect. And I think this is a great opportunity for the Eagles passing offense to bounce back a little bit.
Chicago's defense is
that's right. We don't
suspect anyway. But I know people want to make good of Chicago. I do. I think they have improved offensively. They have improved. It's there in black and white as far as stats are concerned. They are, but they're not very good defensively. you got to give it to, and they played Cincinnati, and since they had to take Cincinnati all the way to the wire, and in Cincinnati, if it wasn't for the fact they couldn't tackle a tree, they would have lost that game. And then the Giants, they lost Dart, who was chopping them up in that game. And then they put Russell Wilson in there, and that's the reason why the defensive coordinator is out. And they just couldn't stop Chicago after that point. So remember, Detroit put 52 points on them.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
And Dustin, how is it the only time you bring stats is when you're not on the show? That seems weird as the stat guy.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of busting balls, there was an incident of that on Monday Night Football. And this is Shanahan's take.
Hit him in the balls, and I was real proud of Juwan for not losing his mind out there and getting him to the sideline.
TV gonna tell you what happened, man. I was just responding to me some childish behavior. That's all it was.
He wanted to do a little dirty stuff, so it is what it is.
So he's saying he didn't do it. It's literally the Chase situation with spitting a week ago. And I mean, I swear these guys forget that there are cameras in 4K everywhere, but you see them
right in the nuts. Come on.
Like,
Did you fade the black? Did he fade the black? At that moment, you say he didn't do it. That's idiotic. I mean, the camera's right there. It was a blatant cashew destroyer.
The funniest thing I've heard about this so far is he got pushed into him. The defender got pushed, and Murray got pushed into him with his fist. And you know who said that, James? You know who said that, James?
Who said that?
Sonia.
Oh,
it really
come
didn't
on.
look like
Sure.
he punched him in the nuts. It kind of looked like he got pushed in. Sonia, come on.
And he was practicing for the Christmas play. And definitely a nutcracker for sure.
Yeah, so he got suspended because, again, cameras exist. Like this isn't, flash bulbs and newspaper writing. Like there are a million cameras there, and even if one of the NFL cameras didn't get it, I'd bet the 5,000 cell phones that were out, someone would have. Like it's and you can see him swing. Like it's not even like it was you were doing this and you just fell into the guy. Like you literally see him swing into it.
He was coming full on uppercut to the cashews.
He was Mike Tyson them bags.
Yes. What did Sonya say? Something about wearing a cup? Like, oh, come on.
So I always did because I knew someone that got a helmet and lost one of the buddies. So it's like, hey, you know what? Cups are uncomfortable. You know what else is uncomfortable? Is crushing one of those bad boys.
Wow.
So, yep.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Hard pass.
Yeah, I'm not into losing my nuts.
Yep. No thanks. I am good. So I just dealt with the fact that they were uncomfortable.
But to say you didn't do that, oh my God.
Hey.
I didn't punch him in the nuts. Sure.
Yep. Well, at least we have it in 4K. So,
Yeah.
Super slow-mo. Yeah. But for him to come out
time.
afterward, I didn't do it. It's like, yeah, we've already done the I didn't do it when we watched Chase a week ago. Like, what? Did these guys not understand there's cameras literally everywhere in that stadium? Doesn't make any sense.
Right.
They don't
Well,
know.
Donna,
They don't
if you feel that way as a woman, just imagine what it feels like that when it's a man.
Right. Yeah. You don't really want to. Like, it's not enjoyable.
No. Although I do know that someone said that it's equivalent of childbirth. I said I don't know about that one, but
yeah, the duration isn't as long. So even if the
Yeah.
spike is, it doesn't have the hours involved.
and then that same person did get a good point though. He said, "Well, it's funny. Women said there's a lot of pain in pregnancy, but a lot of them have
Yeah, they
multiple
do it again.
kids.
Yeah.
But you won't see a guy saying, "Yeah, punch me in the nuts again." Yeah, you won't see that.
0 times.
0.
Oh man. So to switch up categories here, we got John Morant doing more dumb stuff. So he was going after Klay Thompson. Does this guy remain in the league, or is has his nonsense gotten enough past his abilities that people are just over it? I mean, he's in the news for the wrong things all the time. I can't remember a news clip of him for basketball play.
Talent is always going to trump stupidity. It's just what it is.
It is, but at some point, the stupidity exceeds the talent. AB is a great example of that. He was still an elite receiver. Like, if he could have figured out how to keep his craziness in check even a little bit, he'd still be playing. So
I think the only difference with him, though, I think he was just a lot older, and so he probably fell off. He wasn't prime AB, but like you said, he still was talented. This guy is young, and so when you see him do some of the things that he does, it's still amazing to see him, and he can give a team an opportunity to win. But I agree to some degree that he is just goofy. I mean, it's just some of the dumb stuff that he just does, man. It doesn't make any sense. And his father, it seems like he coddles him. He doesn't hold him accountable for anything. It's just unfortunate.
well, and you have his couple of gun instances, and it's funny because he tries to act hard. That's not even where he came from, right? Like, it's like when it was Aaron Hernandez, you're like, okay, like that's what he grew up in. Like he was that guy. He was about that life. Even when he should have been able to figure out how to get out of it, he just couldn't. Ja, on the other hand, didn't come from that life, and he's like, now I have money, I want to try and get into it. It's like that is not how that works. Like guys try and get that money to get out of there. So I don't know. It seems like he's doing everything possible to destroy his own career.
Yeah, good job of it. Like, darkness will come into the light, as they always say. So he'll do that one dumb thing that'll get him kicked out of the league permanently. He continues on his path.
I never liked him. I don't think his talent is that great. It's like he does do some fantastic things every once in a while, but it's not worth it, I think. I mean, eventually I think it's like, all right, yeah, this is just a mess. You know what I mean? I don't need to bother with him anymore. Is it mental health? I mean, listen, again, when you have that type of money and you have the organization behind you, they've tried to offer that help. You can't help somebody who don't want to be helped.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of mental health, it is something that I wanted to. I was originally going to start the show with, but we went a different route. But this time of year is, definitely check on your friends. Obviously, the holidays are a tough time for a lot of people, emotionally, financially. They talk about an 8-minute phone call or 8-minute conversation, I should say. Can help people feel less alone in those moments. Not even necessarily having to provide a solution to their issue or anything like that, just to make them feel like they are not alone. So be a good friend, family member, and, make sure that you take time and check on your friends. So And of course, if you're watching, my DMs are always open. Like if you need to chat, I'm always there. So.
Well, I will say this about Ja. He probably needs to be suspended, or I mean, I'm not saying to hit rock bottom, but maybe in order to see what he actually has and how blessed he is, maybe he needs to hit rock bottom or have some sort of suspension. He's had a suspension for the gun thing, but maybe like a season or something like that to say, okay, look, we're not going to tolerate this anymore. You got to do better. And I hope he does do better. I hope, that he doesn't have to hit rock bottom in order to do that. Because again, he is a talent,
So here's the
an
problem.
elite talent.
Here's the problem. The collective bargaining agreement will not allow that to occur. They'll not give him a year's suspension. It's because the inmates run the asylum there in the NBA.
Yeah, because I mean, like the gun thing got suspended twice, and the fact that it wasn't longer the second time was wild. Because the first time they're like, okay, you were dumb, whatever, don't do it again. And it was literally like he wasn't even done with the suspension, and he did it again. And you're just like, what? So
Right.
obviously, losing money, playing time, like none of that affects this guy. So that's where, yeah, maybe it is a mental health issue. Like I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that. But everything he's doing
I just
overshadows what he does on the.
I don't think everything is a mental health issue. I think just people
I agree with that.
dumb.
Yeah, I agree with that.
dumb. And I'm getting sick of people alluding to that all the time. Yes, there are people out there with true mental health issues.
Oh no,
But
you
he
can't
ain't one of
be an
them.
asshole. Like that is a
Right.
thing too.
Yeah, you can't be stupid. I mean, he's just being ignorant. That's what he's doing. So
And clearly he thinks he's above everybody and above the law.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And it doesn't have to be a mental health issue, although that is,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess unless you're counting ignorance as a mental health issue, but I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you in a way you can, because you can do something about that and people don't. Like you don't have to remain ignorant.
Nope. Not this day and age. You have access to everything now.
Yeah.
You have access to any and everything. No one's holding a gun to your head. No one hiding education from you. I mean, it's just for real. I mean, come on, man.
I like how you use that. Don't hold a gun to your head with just.
Yes, with this particular dude, right? Exactly. Maybe he is right. Hey, I don't know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, if you're ignorant in this day and age with how easy information is to get, that is a personal decision. Because I would bet if you were to jump on his phone and hit screen time, I bet it has somewhere in that 5-hour mark. You probably could have learned some stuff in that amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So,
Exactly.
and that's during basketball season. I bet he's got like 8 hours of screen time when it's off.
Well,
I mean,
that's
we
a
all
shame, but that's life. That's the way it's going to be, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And ain't nothing anybody can do about it.
now everybody has these great devices that have endless amount of information, and most people watch cat videos. So
Hey, before you guys go, do you have the picks for these upcoming games, both Turkey Day and the Black Friday?
yeah, let's see.
Yeah. Detroit, Kansas City. Who's playing at 7:00?
Bengals and Ravens.
Yeah, Bengals and Ravens.
Oh,
So-
I guess the Ravens.
I got the Lions. I just don't trust Green Bay. Not that the Lions have done great consistent work either, but I like the Lions there. I got the Chiefs, although it's not a confident pick. I have the Ravens doing some work against the Bengals. So, and then the Friday game?
Is Joe Burrows back for this game?
What's that?
Nah, I don't think so. I think he's
I think
still out.
He might. He's got a
think the
smidgen of hope.
Joe Burrow is supposed to be available. Whether or not he actually plays, I don't know.
Right.
But it sounds like he's done enough to be available for the game. I like the Eagles against the Bears. The Bears are another team I just don't trust, mostly because of their quarterback.
Burrow is playing.
He is playing?
It says.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know about Chase being out either. I think Chase is back in. He served his game suspension.
He
Yeah,
did.
this-
He's back.
Came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Lions. I actually have the Cowboys winning at home. Now I had them winning, but I'm not sure if that was only predicated on whether or not all their weapons are there. If the main guy's not playing, which is George Pickens, then I would say I'd pick the Chiefs. Is Pickens playing?
He said he was going.
Yeah, Pickens has a really good chance of playing. Last time I
Yeah.
saw.
He's
I-
limited in practice, but because he is practicing,
Mhm.
it does sound like he'll probably play.
Yeah, I think it'll be a tight game though. But I like the Cowboys. I got the Ravens and I got the Eagles winning at home. Like I said, I think the Eagles. This will be a great opportunity for their pass offense to pick up.
You're just going home team sweep, huh?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is.
All right.
I'm doing that too.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
think the only road team that probably wins is KC, but
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, I would
Jahmyr Gibbs
do
is
that.
red hot right now. I think he just keeps that train going because I don't like the run defense of the Packers. I think he can smoke them as well.
yep, I'm with you. Got Jeremy, Cowboys.
Mhm.
All right. I mean, Dustin, there's no way they win by 3 scores. Like, calm down. Like, man.
Yeah, considering the fact that Indianapolis didn't have a very good defense, people keep trying to overbear that defense, but the defense is not the greatest. Their offense is good. But
That's all right. That's all right. I'm going to be gone for a week. You'll forget about it.
Right.
That being said, that does get us to the top of the show. Be sure to like and subscribe. Helps us bring our stuff to you. Otherwise, we are going to get out of here. And of course, if you're watching on my channel or, National Streaming Sports, we do have the professional show at 3:00 Pacific, where 3 of us on the panel will be there. Otherwise, take it easy, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Same.
Happy Thanksgiving.